Well, realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard, and he's constantly shifting his feet, and you think he's going to be there, and he's over here, and it's like this overload of thinking. It's not a casual, relaxed fight where you can kind of move around and get your groove, and he's going to stay on the outside, and you're going to... No, it's just constant.
For me, personally, I'm on a different level than everybody. And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer.
Joe Rogan didn't hold back while discussing Devin Haney's potential showdown with Shakur Stevenson, delivering a brutal warning about the danger of underestimating Stevenson's lightning-fast reflexes and rapid combinations, which could quickly overwhelm Haney inside the ring.
Terrifying human being. Terrifying. Every aspect of your senses at every moment. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard. This is like they're throwing insane money at people. They're throwing nutty sums of cash at people to make amazing fights happen. Like this has always been the hiccup in boxing, is that people don't want to fight certain people because they want to protect their record. The Saudis are like, how much?
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah, everyone's got a price.
We've got the bank.
How much?
Shakur Stevenson further extended his legacy by securing a monumental unanimous decision victory over Teofimo Lopez, capturing the WBO junior welterweight title, becoming a 4-division world champion, and elevating his standing in the pound-for-pound debate.
Looked phenomenal, dominant performance. What do you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. You're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him. Shakur got the dub.
Excellent. Appreciate your time, brother. Congrats, champ.
Stevenson controlled the fight with immaculate tactics and elite ring intelligence, landing significantly more punches and showcasing a level of command that few fighters have displayed on a major stage.
Female looked like a novice. I mean, that's how good he is. 120, 109, 108. I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is that what you expected from Shakur? No.
I mean, listen, I expected an incredible performance, but I didn't expect it to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. It like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur. Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4-division world champion.
Afterward, he openly contemplated his next move, even name-dropping Devin Haney as a potential future opponent, with Stevenson expressing full confidence that he would outbox Haney.
He's a boxer. It's not like he's a stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the out.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you... So that's how I feel about the fight.
Yeah.
But it all gotta make sense from a business standpoint. I don't like getting up here and negotiating against myself. And,
for sure.
But for me, I'm willing to make the fight.
But do you see it as it being that could, like we always said, the Four Kings, even though you wasn't a part of it, the whole thing, the whole plot was like at the end of the road, there's gonna be 2 guys left standing, and that's the big fight. Do you see that as that's potentially what that could be?
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, you are. I ain't gonna lie.
At the end of the day, Devin Haney is a bad motherfucker in his own right, but when you say like 2 guys standing, there's only 1 guy with me, and that's me. Like, I don't see 2 guys, I don't see 3 guys. I used to, like, that was young.
But Stevenson has made it clear that if he chooses to fight at 147 pounds, he would insist on a rehydration clause, believing weight advantages can play a major role, and wanting fair conditions to ensure neither fighter gains too much size overnight.
Want me to come to 147, I'm coming in with rehydration clause. I don't even do that. But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound
That
rehydration,
mean-
like
that
the IBF rule, basically.
You gotta understand. That mean on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're gonna be 157, maybe 158,
max.
no bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF
But-
rule, 10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys gonna give it up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
So if I'm 140, they 170. Bro, what am I in here wrestling around with these?
Joe Rogan expressed strong confidence in Shakur Stevenson, stating that even without a rehydration clause, it wouldn't make a difference, as he believes Shakur's skill level, speed, and boxing intelligence are so elite that he would still outbox opponents at 147.
Nothing. But and there's some sort of a rehydration clause. Listen, kids, it ain't gonna matter. He's not gonna come in drained. What he's gonna do is just do extra cardio, and that's just gonna make him more dangerous. He's gonna be terrified.
Terence Crawford has praised Shakur Stevenson's skill, suggesting that other fighters hesitate to face him, and implying that many boxers are reluctant to match up with Stevenson because of how difficult he is both stylistically and technically.
Why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming through.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing, you know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know, but I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision, a unanimous.
Stevenson said he believes he is simply too good for the fighters at 135 and 140 pounds because he has already beaten everyone put in front of him in those divisions. He feels his talent, speed, and technical ability clearly separate him from the rest of the competition, which is why fans are now demanding to see him move up to 147. Shakur explained that people want bigger challenges for him because they know he dominates at the lower weights, and he believes a jump to welterweight would create the most exciting matchups and once again prove that his boxing skills can translate to any division.
47 thing, because it's like, okay, oh, he's better than everybody at 135, 140. Sure. Nobody could beat him, so now we got to test him out at 147.
That's how.
Because he that good.
Yeah, but you know that though. That's the.
But tell me I'm that good then. Tell me I'm that good then.
Yeah.
If that's how y'all feel, tell me. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I like that. I will say yes. You are that good, and when people are that good, we want to see a resistance fight. That's all we saying, and that's what I thought Tio was gonna get, and we ain't get that.
Damn. Damn, y'all.
We gotta find another one.
I feel bad for y'all, because y'all gonna be waiting for the rest of my career. Like, God damn, we want to see some. It ain't gonna happen. The most y'all gonna ever get is Zepeda. That was y'all best hope and chance at getting
Zepeda?
resistance.
Stevenson has made it clear that the reason this fight hasn't happened yet is that the money offered was insufficient. He explained that a matchup of this magnitude requires the right financial terms, especially given the level of risk when two elite fighters face off. Shakur believes he has earned the right to be properly compensated for stepping into a major showdown and refuses to accept a deal that doesn't reflect his value in the sport. He emphasized that it's not about avoiding competition, but ensuring that the business side matches the importance of the fight. For Shakur, the money must be right.
I asked you about, obviously, whenever you're going to fight Haney, because I think we keep hearing about the negotiations falling through. Is that fight ever going to get made?
I would love for the fight to happen. Y'all can clearly see that I want the fight.
Yeah. Is what's off about it still the split?
I don't think that they want the fight to happen right now. While we fight this big risk fighter right now rather than wait a couple of years where we could make more money. But my only issue with it, right?
Yeah.
If that's the case, don't perpetrate. You talking big, but truth be told, you put me and him in a ring where nobody else can help him. There's nobody else that is gonna be able to fight for him. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like, he know deep down inside that I'm the truth. That's what he know. He know he done been in the ring with me several times. Go ask him, like really ask him and tell him to be honest about me as a fighter. You'll really hear how he talk. Honestly, I think he's a good fighter, but I think that is.
Meanwhile, Devin Haney has repeatedly stated that Shakur Stevenson made a major mistake by turning down the fight over money. Haney claimed that the 25% purse split he offered Stevenson, even though it was a smaller share, would have still resulted in Stevenson earning more than he ever had in all of his previous fights combined, and that rejecting such a payday was a missed opportunity for both legacy and financial gain.
At Shakur's resume and look at my resume. Who's fought the tougher opposition, me or him? And 25% would have been, bigger than all his fights put together he made.
All put together?
Put together.
Were you shocked that he said no?
Yeah, ego, made him say no. His ego and the people around him. Kambosos offered me the 22% and the 2 fights to go to Australia and to go sign with a different promoter and to, get the vaccine and go do this and do that. Now that I'm the champion and I'm giving somebody the offer to make more money than they ever made in their life, put together in all their fights, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. See, when I fought Kambosos, it wasn't for all the money. I was fighting for the same money that I was already making. I know that I could beat him. I know that once I win, I'm gonna be able to call the shots and make all the money myself. So now it's that time. And they
Timothy Bradley Jr. has said that Shakur Stevenson possesses all the tools to become boxing's next big star, praising his technical skill, defensive mastery, and boxing IQ, and suggesting that these qualities could help Stevenson carry the sport forward as fans learn to value elite technique over sheer power. Bradley believes Stevenson's disciplined approach and ring savvy set him apart, potentially making him a defining figure in boxing's future, especially as he continues to notch big wins and remain undefeated. His comments reflect the view that Stevenson's combination of precision and strategy makes him not just a great fighter, but someone capable of becoming one of the sport's most recognizable stars.
And Haney, Conor Ben, there's a lot of fights that Shakur can be involved in and beat all these dudes, man. Beat all of them. Has a chance of beating all of them, right? And solidifying, his mark in the sport. Being, the great of his generation. When Crawford left, I told y'all that, Shakur was the next guy on the throne. And I truly wholeheartedly still believe that. I know there's guys that has worked with Shakur in the past that swear up and down. Oh, shoot, I even forgot Murataya is there too. Guys like Andy Cruz. I mean, there's a lot of talented guys that people respect that Shakur has the ability to freaking challenge. Man, now imagine him fighting all those guys and putting that on his resume, man. We talking about legendary status. We talking about Mount Rushmore type of stuff, because, all these guys are the elite guys of this generation and people respect them. And if Shakur was to beat them, he's going to definitely make his mark heavy in the sport and become extremely popular, even more popular than what Terrence Crawford is right now, and I feel like Shakur can be that face of American boxing that, we've always had. We have Floyd Mayweather. I think he can be as popular as Floyd Mayweather, if not more popular than Floyd Mayweather. So I don't know, man. Guys, tell me what you think. Am I tripping? But there's a lot of potential matchup for Shakur.
Mike Tyson has openly praised Shakur Stevenson's boxing ability, calling him a true specialist in the sport. Tyson said Stevenson's skill, technique, and defensive brilliance make him extremely difficult to beat, even if some fans don't always fully appreciate his style. He explained that boxing is an art, and Stevenson's precision, ring intelligence, and ability to avoid damage are what allow him to dominate top opponents. Tyson also commended Stevenson's recent performances, highlighting his sharp combinations, smooth head movement, and classic hit without getting hit approach, which exemplifies pure boxing mastery.
Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter, and I don't think it's going to make any difference that he give the title up because of weight difference. He just go to the next division and win that title as well.
How could Shakur beat him if he can't hurt him? That would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. You know, Shakur takes a good shot, though. You know, he's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's...
Stevenson's commanding win over Teofimo Lopez didn't just add another trophy to his collection. It cemented his place among boxing's elite. On January 31st at Madison Square Garden in New York, Stevenson faced Lopez for the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior welterweight titles and dominated from start to finish. He outclassed Lopez over 12 rounds, controlling distance with precise movement, sharp counters, and a disciplined jab that kept his opponent off balance while taking minimal damage himself. All three judges scored the fight 119-109 in Stevenson's favor, reflecting how thoroughly he dictated the pace and flow of the bout, leaving little doubt about his superiority in the ring. With this victory, Stevenson became a 4-division world champion, adding the super lightweight crown to his previous titles and demonstrating not only his technical brilliance, but also his mental composure under pressure.
Man, he looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That shit didn't work, man.
Just overall, like, just given the styles and in boxing so well, like, was there any way that Teo could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's going to get the job done.
What is it going to take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from that kid, man.
Yeah.
The statistics further highlight Stevenson's dominance. He landed significantly more punches overall and connected more effectively with both jabs and power shots throughout the fight. His performance demonstrated an exceptional ability to adapt and execute strategy at the highest level, marking a major milestone in his career and setting the stage for even bigger challenges as he continues to build his legacy in the sport.
I think to 109 with scorecard, so basically like 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, shout out to New York. The true Bruce Carrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him. Been watching him fight the undercards and all this stuff forever, and the world champion tonight, I was bawling, I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. He shine every time he come out to see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get his 12th round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz. Wonderful. Now we got the main event with Shakur, and I knew that was gonna happen. Everybody be talking all that rah-rah to me. I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is stopping. I can't ask for nothing.
Eddie Hearn recently came out strongly in support of Shakur Stevenson, calling the slick southpaw one of the most underrated fighters in boxing today. According to Hearn, fans and critics often underestimate just how difficult Stevenson is to beat, because his style isn't built on knockouts but on elite fundamentals, ring IQ, and defensive mastery. Hearn emphasized that Stevenson's ability to control distance, neutralize dangerous opponents, and dominate rounds makes him a nightmare matchup for anyone, regardless of weight class. He also noted that winning cleanly and consistently at the highest level requires a special kind of greatness that often goes unappreciated. In Hearn's view, Stevenson's resume, discipline, and technical brilliance deserve far more respect than he currently receives from the boxing public.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is, pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance, when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in their...
What do you think? Was Stevenson's performance a masterclass in boxing intelligence? Or are you eager to see him take on even tougher challenges like Devin Haney or Terrence Bud Crawford? Drop your thoughts in the comments.